Good afternoon. My name is Corey Foster. I work for Thor Motor Coach. I'm the Western Sales Representative for the Sequence and Tellaro B vans. I'm here today in West Sacramento, La Mesa RV, visiting with my salespeople that are here and working on the Tellaro. For instance, today the Tellaro. And just want to talk a little bit about this. We are currently in the 20LT floor plan, and this one has lithium package on as an option on this. Very unique. Some of the special things about doing the lithium package on these is you no longer have a generator. You're going to have an extra alternator. You have a much larger inverter to run your air conditioner with. Because you have an 11,000 BTU air conditioner on this that can be ran through a 3,000 watt inverter on the lithium package.
So it's a 3,000 watt inverter?
It is a 3,000 watt inverter.
So I was mistaken yesterday, George, and I apologize. I've just been laid off. I thought it was I read it was a smaller inverter. And these are the batteries down here, and then those are the emergency switches I couldn't find yesterday. It was in protection mode, and those breakers were popped to protect the lithium batteries. It just happened because the batteries were dead. So we have all the lights on now. I apologize about yesterday.
So the batteries are two power packs. They call them power packs. They're two 5,500 kilowatt hour batteries. So you have a total of 11,000 kilowatt hours on this coach.
Perfect. And what does that equate to in like day-to-day use?
As far as time use, as far as that goes?
With like normal load?
Yeah, so let's call it a normal load. So normal load for here is going to be obviously the lights, which is a very low draw for this. Actually, on our little screen that he was showing you a little bit earlier there on the lithium package, it'll actually give you an hour based on the current draw that you have on the coach. So as you start using more things in the coach, like for instance, the lights are on, then you're going to do the air conditioner. The air conditioner is going to draw much more power, obviously.
So you can see the current.
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect.
That's your current time you have on there right there. So, you know, the power's a little tricky question to answer because it will depend on what you're actually using in the coach. If you're in the bathroom doing your hair, if you're doing, making some coffee, those kind of things are all going to make that happen.
And since we're plugged in, we don't have a time because we're not actually running technically off the batteries.
Yeah, we're barely doing the lights.
But we're recharging the battery as we're plugged in, correct?
We are, yeah. We are plugged in currently to a regular plug in the wall on this one.
So this coach has solar, it has the 220 alternator, and it has the plug-in for recharge. What is the most efficient way to recharge the coach? What are estimated recharge times, and how does the just kind of go over how all that works, all three, from the plug-in to the solar to the second underhood alternator.
Yeah, so if you're plugged into a 50 amp service, it'll be a little faster than a 30 amp. If you're having, the campground you're in only has 30 available, it's going to be a little bit longer time as far as that goes. But if you're going to camp in a campground, I just suggest you plug into their power and use their power while you're there, because it's going to be a slower charge on the lithium batteries, and let's say for instance you had the engine running doing that big alternator that's going to charge the batteries much faster. That's about a 3-hour process on the alternator from the engine to charge if you're down to about 65%.
Okay.
The reason I use 65% is we do have an auto start feature on this coach that you can activate, and once that's activated, if the batteries do get down to that 65% line.
Is that switch?
That's the round circle, yep.
This one, or no, that's the emergency start. Where's the round circle? Oh, this
chrome,
one
yeah,
here.
the little chrome one right there.
So if you press it, it'll illuminate, and if you're on house battery, it'll automatically kick on your motor.
Yes.
In an idle mode?
Yes.
Is that how I understand it? Perfect. And then this is the Pioneer screen, and this is integrated with the Apple and Android, correct?
It is, and so what that is, your Apple and Android on this, you do have to pair your phone.
That's fine.
But so what happens is whatever's on your screen on your phone will show up on the Pioneer screen here. That's unique for us. We actually replaced the Dodge headset, we call it, with the Pioneer headset.
So the Travato uses the standard Dodge stereo that comes with the van that doesn't have the connectivity.
Yep.
And then you have this, so someone could add this aftermarket, but it's nice that you gave us this convenience already. Yep. What I see in your coaches is, I like to say, some of the competition is kind of stuck in their ways, and you guys tend to be on the cutting edge.
Yeah, let's face it. We learn from each other. Because Winnebago is a fantastic company. They built a great B van for us. I'm not afraid to say that because I have friends that sell those as well. La Mesa sells that same brand as well. What you're going to find is the slight differences. You're going to see the interior colors. You're going to see a little bit extra amenities here and there that attract you as an RVer and your specific type of RV. There's a backup camera. It's also, this headset does pick up the backup camera as well. Perfect. On this.
And why did you guys go Thule for your rack system? One of the most frequent things I hear on the Travato is the rack that they built is nice, but it doesn't work as well as this one.
What I like about Thule, the brand Thule, is the fact that Thule is known for its outdoor storage, its outdoor ability to be outdoors and to be able to store a bunch of stuff, and waterproof and the harder plastic. So we've teamed with them on my bike rack, our roof rack, our awning, and our ladder as well. So what's unique about the awning, I really like the awning part of this.
Yeah, I know.
On the Thule brand awning. This awning is, you can get probably a good look at the one right behind us here, it's 12 feet wide.
That's wild.
I also work with the Class A diesel guys as well.
Yeah.
That awning is bigger than my Class A diesel awning.
It gives you the great campsite. That's what I love about your awning. And now, why did you go with this instead of the armless with the wind sensor? Why'd you go with this arm contraption?
Well, so if you come out all the way the 12 feet without the legs down like this is going to sag. So we highly recommend, if you're going to have it all the way out, that you use the legs. Mm-hmm. They can go to the ground like these are now. You can also mount to the side of the coach if you choose to as well.
Perfect.
So this is not a wind sensor on this, so it doesn't come back in automatically, but what it does do is as the material starts to sag a little bit throughout the day with the sun or the cold, whatever the case may be, it will keep the fabric tight. It won't allow this to sag very much.
Perfect. And then, you know, if it's windy, bring it in. It's what you got to do. Now, in terms of your lithium option, it's what's the option price on it?
So the lithium option price for the Sequence or the Tellaro is going to be $25,999. So $26,000 for a round number.
And then just we're getting a little long, so I want to keep. I'll show. What are your top 5 features on this coach, lithium or non-lithium? What are your 5 favorite things about your coach that you think stand out from the competition?
What I like particularly is going to be the fact that we use the passenger van versus the cargo van.
Okay.
Which means you're going to have these bigger windows, great visibility all the way through the coach on both sides. If you're sitting in the driver's seat and you look over your right-hand shoulder, now you can see out into this lane of traffic because there's almost always somebody parked right here by you on the freeway, it seems like.
Okay.
So that's one of the big things I like to talk about the outside of the coach. Our partnership with Thule has been a fantastic deal for us. I like to be able to partner with these outdoor style manufacturers, what they do with that. Our third thing is going to be Floorplan. The reason a customer buys a Floorplan or buys a motorhome or a van is because of the Floorplan. This is our L Floorplan with the twin beds in the back and a rear bathroom. Very popular Floorplan as far as that goes. Drivability on a passenger van is also going to be much, much better than you're going to have on some of the competition that uses more of a cargo style van. And last but not least, I always like to talk about price a little bit. I always do the comparison with the Costco mentality. So Thor has the ability with its size. If you buy 5,000 bolts or 500 bolts, who gets the better deal? So Thor. It's the Costco mentality, right? So we're able to buy our bits and pieces a little bit less.
Perfect.
So we can pass that savings along to our customers.
So you're relying mostly landing at a lower price point because of your quantity of purchased goods?
Yes.
And then not necessarily because of quality differences in your mind?
We do a very similar build style to what other vans are being built at. It is on a production line. We have a total of 9 stations that start to finish on this particular coach. And we only have 14 stops on my Class A diesel pushers. So we'll kind of let you know that we're very thorough in our production line, step by step by step.
You have to hire the little people, though, for the B vans. It always cracks me up. When I go to the factory, they're smaller people than the A factory.
Well, you've probably seen me as we walk through this. I'm 6'4", so I still enjoy getting around here. I just got to make sure I sit down more often.
I love it. Well, I think this is a sufficient explanation. I'm sorry I didn't have the product knowledge for you yesterday, but I went ahead and got it for you today. We've got the lights on. Both these coaches are ready to test drive, but and when you call me, I'll get a little more specific on the differences, because this is a 12-volt system. That's the primary difference between Winnebago that may affect you. But the way you want to camp, the more I'm learning about this product, the more I agree that it might be a good fit for you. And it certainly is the better value coach. So thank you for your time, George and Cy, and we'll be in touch tomorrow. And say goodbye to our friend here. I appreciate you so much.
If you have any questions, please let me know.
Perfect. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful day.